Red flag, girls who talk about big dicks, girls who love cocaine, girls who fart in front of you, come under the covers, and then you fart, and then you laugh in her face. If she drinks beer, daddy issues. If she has ever been a stripper, chicks who swear a lot, girls who work at tanning salons.
Oh, with the girls in tanning salons, this is insane. Girls who work.
She drives like a man and drives with one arm. Virgins who will take it in the ass and still claim to be a virgin.
Welcome to the Inner Confidence Podcast, where we bring you men's dating and lifestyle advice that doesn't suck. I'm your host, Robbie Kramer, a former collegiate golfer turned poker pro turned finance guy who became obsessed with learning about male-female attraction and dynamics and passionate about teaching men how to improve and optimize their love life. Tune in each week and we'll bring you the latest and greatest strategies on how to get more dates, how to build a thriving social circle that brings the best men and women into your life, how to become a better networker, and how to design a lifestyle that makes all your buddies jealous. If you're new to the show, I recommend you download my first date protocol. It's the best piece of content I have. It'll help you optimize your first date and subsequent dates. And I like to connect with my listeners personally. So if you want to grab a copy of that, please send me a direct message on Instagram. I'm at Robbie_Kramer. Now let's dive into this week's content.
Yo, welcome back. We've got another episode of the podcast with my lovely co-host, my wife.
Hi.
So today we have a kind of fun episode because I'm going to surprise Maria here with a red flags list of who you should never marry. And this red flags list was compiled, I think, back in like 2014, 2015 in the Inner Confidence community from all of the moderators. These are guys that are really good with women, tons of experience, some married, some single. But we basically crowdsourced all the different red flags that you could find in a potential partner and put them into a very, very long list. So what we're going to do now, and I admit I took a glance at the list, obviously, before recording this, but I didn't look at it very thoroughly. And I want to see how many of those red flags that you, my dear, have. And if you guys are dating women with these red flags, it's a little dicey.
Or if you're divorced after this episode or what?
if you're considering dating women with these red flags, we should talk about that. So she has not seen these red flags, correct?
Correct.
Swear to God?
Swear to God.
She's never seen these. So without further ado, let's dive into the red flags list. Don't date these women. And let's see how many red flags my wife has. Already too late since we're married. But yeah. So, number one. Well, first, let's talk about the red flags.
Will you share your screen?
No.
Or you just will read them?
Oh, kind of paraphrase them. So, keep in mind, you, my friend, are a prime candidate to choose the wrong girl and feel anxiety, powerlessness, anger, regret, and all of that other bullshit daily if you pick the wrong girl. So how do you protect against this? How do you fend it off? Well, you have optionality, right? And having options makes it 100 times less likely that you're going to settle with a broken girl. In my experience, those guys without options, they marry disgusting low-life women, and those with options marry cool chicks. We're human, and we're designed for companionship, right? If you're 31 years old and you've been jerking off alone for years, you're gonna feel lonely, and you're gonna settle with whatever loser girl gives you love, regardless of how many red flags appear. And trust me, you're gonna make excuses for every one of them. So run for the hills if your girl exhibits these red flags. Disclaimer, you can have sex with whomever you like. Just don't date or seriously pursue or get frustrated when one of the girls listed isn't the cool sort of perfect chick. Ready?
Are there red flags for guys or only
Of
for
course.
girls?
Of course there's red flags for guys.
But why are we only looking for girls?
Because I'm not an expert on the red flags for guys. I mean,
I'll do the list, guys.
Okay,
next episode.
All right, here we go.
We'll see how much he has.
And so I'm gonna ask you about each of these as we go along. All right.
Okay.
So number one, if she loves or drinks beer excessively.
Disgusting. I mean, I don't drink alcohol but beer and vodka are the most disgusting drinks you can possibly find in this world. That's why, like, if guys drink beer, it's disgusting, but what can you do? But when the girl drinks...
For a girl to like, and I'm not talking like craft beer or like, but excessively drinks like Bud Light or Miller Lite, or she just loves beer.
No.
Really big red flag. Usually those girls are going to have a lot of the other red flags on the list.
So funny. Yeah, it's bad.
Number 2, if she talks about exes like a guy would talk about sports, that girl has issues.
I know. It's so annoying. I hate it. I mean, when you're like, especially when you go to the first date and the girl or the guy will start to speak, and my ex-girlfriend, she was like, what the fuck? Why would you even like mention it? You're on a date with a new girl or a new guy.
Why are you bringing the baggage to the date?
Yeah. No, it's definitely a red flag.
All right. You think that'd be a red flag for guys too?
Oh yeah, for anyone. Like, don't bring your old relationship. It's like no one needs them. No one interested.
For sure. All right, number 3, if she makes hard right turns in life, like huge city change or career or spiritual changes, people who make these hard right turns are usually running from things, right? Like one day she's, very much happy to be a church-going Christian, and the next day she's like, I'm converting to Islam. That'd be a hard right turn, like abruptly, right? Or
I feel crazy. I mean, I think if it happens like few times and you just change the city because nothing worked in the last city. And
there's nothing wrong with changing a city. That's probably not the best example, but
it's not the best example. Just changing from something like radical, it's bad. Yeah, if you're like really Christian and you like believe in God, and like next day you're Muslim or something, it's weird.
Or you're just normal, and then the next day you're super spiritual. And you've had like an enlightenment, and now it's like,
it's like a personality disorder thing. It's
usually people that do those sorts of things. Well, guess what? They're going to change their mind about you.
About everything. They change it about everything, of course.
Right. All right. Number 4, you can't swear or cuss around her.
No, bullshit.
You can swear up a motherfucker around you, right, baby?
But we need to peep this.
Beep it? That's okay. This is a, swearing friendly podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 5, she insists on knowing what you two are / where this is headed after very few dates. No sex and no meaningful reasons to have this conversation, right? So it's like you've been on 2 dates, you haven't had sex, nothing. It's like barely anything's happened, and she's like, "What?
I know
this?
why it's happening, because they're not experienced. Had so much experience in their lives. That's why they always dream about this. And the girls who are more realistic and experienced, they know that's like it's not gonna happen unless you build relationship and you like each other and everything is working out in the future.
Or it's the opposite, where they're obsessing over finding the perfect partner, and they're trying to weed out guys as fast as possible. So on the second date, they're already like, "So where is this going? What's your plan here?" Right? These are girls who typically the biological clock is, hyperactive.
Oh yeah. Or like the girls that's like 35 plus. Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Number 6, she has a ton of guy friends, but no girlfriends.
Yeah, that's weird.
What does that mean about a girl? She has a ton of guy friends, but no girlfriends. You have any friends like that? Well, obviously not. I mean, if you can't make friends with your own sex,
that's weird.
It's a huge red flag, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
She has number 7. She has no long-term friends. All of her friends are new friends, right? I mean, that's a pretty obvious one. If she doesn't have long-term friends, she can't maintain a relationship.
Long-term friends, how long? Because
long-term, it's like multiple years.
But multiple years, how many? Like 5? It's good?
2, 3.
Oh, okay. Then it's good. I thought it's like from childhood or something, because I don't have many friends from childhood. And
but you've got like Lisa and Sarah.
I have friends that I know for like 5 to 7 years. But not more than that.
Okay. Let's see. Number 8. But so far you're 100% no red flags. Number 8, she has a weird relationship with her dad. Maybe she hates him, or he's cold, or judges her harshly. Basically, if her dad and her aren't super cool, you're going to pay for this. Daddy issues, very simple, right? If a girl has a bad relationship with her dad, she's going to have a lot of trouble with love in her life.
But it's the same for a guy. If he has troubles with
Mommy
his
issues,
mom,
of course.
and he will always look for not a good girl, unfortunately.
If your first relationship with your opposite sex parent, well, yeah, that is your first relationship of love, right?
Yeah.
And if that's screwed up, it's very difficult to date. You know, people have to go through a lot of therapy for that.
A lot of therapy. Yeah, I agree.
Number 9, if she fucked you on the first night, good luck, sir. What do you think about that one?
I mean, it happens, but it definitely happens not with the guy who you want to date and like create a family. Because with the guy who you really want to create a family, you will keep him first, like not so close, because you want to look for him for his qualities and stuff.
It's an important point. If a girl really likes you, she's probably going to slow sex down.
Yeah.
If she doesn't really care about you, she's likely to just bang you on the first night.
And forget.
This was not one of the ones that I wrote particularly. I think it's possible to have a great relationship.
I think so
sex
too.
On the first night. It just depends on the people.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think it's bad. I mean, you had like a crazy attraction. It happened. Like, what can you do? I don't think it's...
I think if you were to run like a poll of people who have really powerful, or not powerful, very solid relationships, I bet most of them didn't sleep together on the first night, but
it happens.
It's hard.
It's fine.
Number 10, if she's Russian and has expensive taste.
We don't like Russians.
We're not going to say that. My cousin's Russian. But we don't like the Putin regime, we could say.
Putin regime Russians.
Yes. But that's a political issue we're not going to get into. This is kind of a joke. But Russians, especially ones living in Miami, have a very bad reputation of being gold diggers and just, into expensive bags. And
they are.
All those sorts of things. They're marrying you for the wrong reasons. So be careful.
I agree with that flag.
To get some heat from my Russian girlfriends listening to this. All right, number 11.
Why would you care about them?
I mean, I care if they're offended and they're cool. I know some cool Russian girls, but not ones. I don't know any cool Russian Miami girls. So that was the guy who wrote that was talking specifically about that type of girl. So number 11, if she doesn't link you through some form of social media, like if she doesn't follow you on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, she has a boyfriend, right? Like she's dodging you. She doesn't want you to see what's going on.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Same with guys, right? If you're dating a guy and he's not willing to like add you on social media.
It's when he has a girlfriend.
Yeah. Number 12, if she isn't ready to date or sorting her life out, she just finished a relationship, she still loves someone and is still dating them or is still dating them.
Agree.
Right? If she, I'm not really ready to date. I'm just, I'm going through a lot in my life, blah, blah, blah. You hear that a lot with like online dating potential, relationships. So yeah.
And I mean, like, if she's not ready, why do you need her?
Right.
It's like obvious.
Mm-hmm. Next one. If she has ever been a stripper, because 99.99% of strippers have also been a hooker at some point or another, right? Stripping is just a way to...
Were your ex-girlfriend...
Huh?
Was your ex-girlfriend a hooker?
Dated a few strippers, and they did the occasional oldest profession on the side. I mean, it's just a slippery slope, right? It's like if you're already giving dances, what's the big deal of like, the guy's going to pay me, $1,000.
But there are some guys that want to like marry porn actresses, and it's weird, but if they want, like, they can do whatever they want.
Sure. I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's a red flag.
For most of guys.
Yeah.
For most of guys.
If she wants you to call her on the phone before you've had sex. Now, this doesn't apply to online dating because sometimes girls want to like hear your voice and make sure you're not a weirdo. But still, it's a little dicey red flag.
What does it mean? I don't understand. Call her before.
Like you meet some guy online or in real life, and like you haven't had sex, but you're like, you want to talk on the phone all the time.
Talk on the phone?
Yeah, like you want him to call you.
No.
It's like it's a little too much.
It is too much. It's like sometimes when people do audio message for like 5 minutes, I don't want even to listen to this. It's like, save my time.
It's an over-investment, basically.
So, yeah. And better to still see each other in real life and speak than like, I don't know. Yeah, I agree.
The next one is chicks that get hyper emotional about meaningless sports, like the Bengals playing the Falcons in week 3, and she has no affiliation to either. So you get very emotional about Liverpool games. But, I mean, you're a crazy fan.
Don't say anything about Liverpool. You will have problems.
But I don't know if that would qualify.
Yeah, but like,
You don't get hyper emotional about if they lose a normal game. You're not like crying. You're just like, oh, that sucks, they lost. Right?
Yeah.
If they lose like the Champions League final, then,
I can cry.
You did cry when they lost that one. But I don't think that doesn't consider.
I support them for 7 years of my life.
Keep in mind, it says girls that get hyper emotional about meaningless sports games. You get emotional about meaningful sports games. So you get the pass on that. Next one. Girls
better be like me than like you, support Lakers and never watch their games.
Hey, I watch them in the playoffs. Oh. Lake Show, diehard
You're
Laker
such
fan.
How do you call those people who...
A front runner.
You're a front
runner.
Glore.
Yeah, glore.
Is.
Girls who love cocaine.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
It's the dangerous one. Next one. Girls who can't stop talking about their glory days in their college sorority. Probably all hoes.
What is the glory days?
It's like back when they were in a sorority.
Sorority?
Yeah, sorority, a fraternity and a sorority, like when you're in university.
I don't know those words.
When you're in university and you're with like you live in a house with a bunch of guys or girls.
We don't have this in Ukraine, unfortunately.
Well, basically anyone who's like, yeah, back in the day when I was so cool, like if they're more excited about like what happened in the past.
Yeah, knows what's happening right now. Yeah, agree.
Girls who are into quantum physics. This is a ridiculous one. Probably too smart for you, so probably a red flag.
Why is it red flag?
I think that's just a silly one.
It's the same like girls that's like how do you say chemist?
Chemistry. No, quantum physics is like very, very advanced, like the most advanced.
She works in how do you call NASA?
NASA, yeah.
If she works in NASA, come on, you should be proud of your girl.
Of course.
Like, I think it's a cool thing.
If you're listening to this and you're dating or you've ever dated a girl who was a quantum physicist, then, I want to know.
I actually seen a documentary about the space on Netflix, and there are like amazing team and the girls too. I really like them. I don't think it's.
I don't know how they are to date, but that's somehow made the list. I didn't write that one. Next one. Girls with more than one cat.
I don't think it's a problem.
Multiple cats?
If you have 2 cats, we have 2 dogs.
Yeah, but we're 2 people. You had 1 dog, right?
What?
A girl with 2 cats.
Maybe I have large 70-pound dogs. If I will have 2 really small cats, the girl with 5 cats can be a little bit
So where
weird.
do we draw the line? 3 cats?
I think 3 cats is still okay because
3 cats is okay.
No, because like if
4.
a lot of people like foster parents.
Foster, but that's different. You can foster cats. That's fine.
And like you can have your cat, you can foster 2 of them, and like
I feel like once you have more than 3, maybe 3 cats is the line.
if you're like have a foster family for some animals, or you like rescue animals and you have it for a month until you find a house for it, I think it's totally normal. But if you have like 3 or more cats, I love animals. I don't care. Like maybe it's a red flag for you. I don't know.
I think the line is 3 cats. All right. If you have 3 cats, if you're dating a girl who's 3 cats, well, that's a little dicey. All right. Next red flag. Girls who post selfies on Instagram of the beach pool of just their bikini bottom and legs plus the pool and beach view. You know what I'm talking about? Where they take the photo like this and it's like, you know, just their legs and their bikini bottoms and like the thing. I bet you do not have a single shot like that on your Instagram.
I don't, but it's normal. Like all my girlfriends do this. And
Why don't you have it then?
I may had one in the story a long time ago.
In a story, that's different.
No, I would never post it in my profile feed, obviously. But I don't think it's like I don't like these selfies when the body is not looking good and it looks like two sausages.
Right.
And it's like, it looks weird. And like, why would you ever post it that makes you look not good?
That's why it's a red flag. It's a very specific
and like,
one.
if she doesn't understand that it looks bad, it's weird. Right. But like, there are a lot of girls who like have beautiful body and they just, you know, on the beach reading a book, they did like little picture of them reading the book.
I'm talking about the very specific
No,
leg
but like
shot.
if you like this reading the book and you make a picture like this.
Oh, that's a picture of the book? I don't know.
It's a beautiful
this is
body.
a ridiculous one. Next one. Girls who ask you if you want to buy them a drink. Obviously at a bar or a club. Would you ever go up to a guy and be like, hey, do you want to buy me a drink?
I don't drink, but I would never say this, but a lot of guys propose to buy a drink.
Obviously not what we're talking about here. That's
yeah, I would never ask. I would buy myself.
Any girl who's doing that is like, obviously you're not the first one that she's done that to, and she's clearly like
alcohol.
Manipulating and
no, it's
angling.
bad. No.
No, as in you agree with me, right? You agree with me.
Oh
right?
no, it's bad. Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Girls who get really offended when you ask them their age.
Really offended is how much?
Like offended, like pissed off. Like, how dare you ask me my age?
I know, this is bad. Like, a lot of girls are getting a little bit offended because, you know, everyone wants to stay beautiful and young and, you know.
Well, you have to follow social protocol, obviously.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, how
if you
old
ask
are you?
a random woman, hey, how old are you? That's fucking rude.
That's rude. But if you have just a normal conversation and you know each other for a few days, then like it's weird. And if she's really
like you've
getting
gone on a couple dates,
off,
you're like, by the way, how old are you? And she's like, how dare you?
No, that's bad.
That's a huge red
flag.
flag.
But you need to follow the social protocol to ask the age.
If you ask in an appropriate way and she gives you a very aggressive, angry non-answer,
it's bad.
That's a huge red flag. All right. The next one, girls who you meet out while on a bachelorette party. They're just a waste of time. Any girl you meet on a bachelor. We saw what happened at the Austin immersion, right? When
they just left.
I mean, they're not there for meeting guys. They're just there to like obviously support the bachelorette.
Yeah, but they party. They want to like.
They want guys to like basically give them a bunch of stuff.
It's like what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. You know, they like they don't want to.
Yeah. So avoid bachelorette parties. It's like, oh wow, look at all those girls. There's so much opportunity there. It's like no. It's a bad waste of your time. Next one. Chicks who swear a lot are usually a problem.
I agree.
Like excessively swearing.
I agree, and it's bad. Like I understand.
It's trashy.
It's trashy, and like all people swear. I do, you do, but it should be like an
occasional thing.
Yeah.
Emphasize a point or
to like express yourself if you feel bad or
Right. Next red flag: girls who fart in front of you.
I agree with that, but I think it's not even because all guys fart and it's funny, it's cool, and like they don't care.
Pull my finger over.
But I agree.
It's just really unfeminine.
First, it's unfeminine, and
like guys get a pass for that.
I could never do this because I can't imagine myself doing this. Yeah.
Pro tip. So this used to bother me a lot. You know, if you start sleeping with a girl, eventually you're going to want to fart in front of her, because if you don't and you let like too much time go by and you never fart, then it becomes weird.
Yeah,
so
you can't.
After, usually I wouldn't do it the first time unless it just slips out and then you just laugh about it. But maybe the second time, you know, that you've slept together, you know, afterwards you say, hey baby, I got a present for you. And then you like say, come under the covers, and then you fart. And then you laugh in her face. And she's going to think it's funny.
No, I would beat you up.
I did that to you.
You didn't do this to me. You did your fingers.
Oh,
stupid.
the other thing is pull my finger. Hey, can you pull my finger real quick? Can you crack it for me? Right? So, otherwise you got to spend your entire relationship pretending to not fart.
But why you should spend, and it's so bad, but that I'm spending my entire relationship with you like this till the end of my life.
You don't.
It's fine.
Sometimes you let one go, but it's not like you're intentionally like, hey, like you don't do that, right? You also, the next red flag, girls who burp really loudly.
I hate burping. And for me, it's actually, if the fart, I would agree, but with burping, I hate when guys burp too. For me, it's total red flag for guys. It's like so disgusting. It makes me want to throw up. It's so gross, especially when you are eating in this moment, somewhere in the restaurant or like somewhere else, and someone's burping. I can't finish my food after that. It's bad.
All right, next red flag: girls who hate their sisters.
Yeah, some sisters can suck. And they hate the sister because not she is the one who is the trouble, because her sister is the one who is the trouble. That's you can't judge the situation.
Well, it's your sister, so you should have.
If your sister stole from you 50 grand, how do you think? Will you love her?
I would probably forgive her. She probably had a good reason.
No, and she blamed that she didn't, and she's telling everyone that you stole them and put it on her.
There's obviously exceptions to the rule.
No,
that's a red flag.
Because I know literally few situations.
But you like your sister?
No, I like my sister, but it's not about me, because there are some situations when your sister is a piece of shit.
Of course.
And
but we're not talking about outliers here. I'm saying in general, girls who hate their sisters, it's a red flag, right? If you're dating a girl and she's like, yeah, I hate my sister, I can't stand her. It's
but if she hates her with no reason because she's jealous and and then it's bad. But if the sister have done something bad to the family or personal to her, then she has rights to hate her.
All right, the next one, this could be a controversial one. Red flag: vegans, girls who don't like sushi, and girls who refuse to try new food.
I don't agree with that, because it's your own right to eat food what you want, and no one can tell you it's bad or not. It's your choice. And if you refuse to try new food and you're vegan and someone tell you to try his meat, it's not bad. Or new food, what? If there is some...
you refuse to try anything new food. You try new food.
Of course, I always try new food, but it's...
How many vegan friends do you have?
I know some.
But are you really close with those people?
Kaf was vegan, Simona was vegan.
Isn't. Tried out vegan is different than vegan.
I wouldn't care what they eat. Why would they possibly... I'm
just saying it's a red flag.
No, I have vegan friend in Kyiv, actually. And we meet for dinners all the time.
I just think it's a red flag because you're dealing... look at Julie and her situation where, they had a lot of issues around eating.
Because he was pushing her to be fully kosher and their kids too.
The point is, if you are not a vegan and you start dating a vegan, that's tough.
Look, our friend Mickey, he's vegan. When we go to his place, he buys meat for us.
I think he's vegetarian.
He's vegetarian. But
there's a big difference between vegan and vegetarian. Vegetarians are not on the list. Vegans are on the list.
Okay, but the thing, if this girl, she's vegan because she wants to be, and she doesn't care what you eat. If you can go to the restaurant and she can eat her vegan salad and you can eat piece of steak and she doesn't care because it's your own choice.
Well, good luck finding that vegan.
No, but it's what I'm speaking about. You cannot put everyone, not all vegans are the same. If it's your personal choice.
You're not understanding what a red flag is. A red flag is be careful, right? If they have these signs, it means be careful. I'm not saying run for the hills. It's just a red flag.
Okay. I don't think it's red.
Fine, you're allowed to disagree. That's fine. What about girls who don't like sushi? That's kind of a funny one. My friend.
Look, why I hate corn. This usual corn that you eat all the time. Yeah. You love.
That's not on the list.
No, but the thing, once I throw up from eating too much corn, and I felt bad for 3 days. I was throwing up. I hate court.
Okay.
Like if someone had the same situation with sushi and it became red flag, I think it's
My
ridiculous.
friend has a theory that girls who don't like sushi don't give head.
Bobby, we will speak about astrology right now because it's already
No,
going
but
somewhere
listen,
there.
there's a point. Girls who don't like sushi, it's usually about the texture, right? And if they don't like sushi, they're typically like, ew, I don't want the dick in the mouth, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. That's his theory, not my theory.
It's ridiculous.
All right,
Insane.
number 30 something. Girls who don't like to work out.
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, doesn't like to work out. Good luck. You're going to have a fat chick on your hands at some point or another.
No, I know a lot of really skinny girls and they eat like McDonald's every day. They don't do anything and they're
very young.
They're skinny, but it's like, it's not a good...
Just wait till they get older.
It's not just about weight. It's just not healthy.
Of course.
Especially if you like to work out. You don't share the same hobby. It's not
right.
Cool.
Next one, red flag. Chicks who refuse to date their own race, in our experience, are always a bit off. Like, who hates their own people, right? Like, if you meet, like, I don't know, a Thai girl who says, I will never date a Thai guy. It's like, kind of weird.
I don't think so.
You don't think that's weird?
I married an American.
Yeah, but you dated Ukrainian guys.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Okay, but you still dated them.
I did, and I was like...
You don't hate Ukrainian men?
No, I like Ukrainian men. I have Ukrainian friends.
Right.
A lot of cool... I love Ukrainian people.
You did not refuse to date your own race. You dated many of them. You just married an American.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean the people...
Like they say, I will not date a Ukrainian. If you... Like, you were never like
no,
that.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just normal if you want to date other races.
Totally normal, right?
Yeah. No, I agree on that.
You know, I preferred to marry a Ukrainian woman, but I dated lots of Americans.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess I wouldn't say I preferred. I did,
Mm-hmm.
right? It wasn't a preference. It's just what happened. Next red flag. Girls who always talk about their next trip to Africa to help starving kids. This is an aggressive one.
This is so bad. I totally disagree.
I mean, I think the point is like, if they're so focused on this mission, right, and they're all about their life purpose, that can be a little bit too masculine.
But if you're also on, you have a client who also goes to Africa.
We're talking about women, not men.
No, but maybe he will like a girl like this because will be their mutual hobby.
Yeah.
He also goes to Africa. He has his own foundation.
Yeah, but doesn't always talk about it. It's girls who only talk about it. It's like all she talks about.
It doesn't happen.
You're not listening to
Maybe
the
it never happens that the girl, you always talk about golf. Let's put you in red flags. Like we're in the bath, you talk about golf.
You're not understanding. It's like that's all she can talk about.
It's what you do about golf.
No, I don't. I talk about everything.
Yeah, but
we're talking about red flags right now. We're not talking about golf, right? It's girls who are constantly talking about.
You think she'll be on the podcast also talking about Africa? Anyways.
Next one.
I think people who want to help other people are great.
I don't... That's totally not what this is saying. This is somebody who's obsessed with their mission, and it's a very specific thing, and they only talk about it.
They're great.
It's kind of a stupid one. I agree. Next one. Red flag. Anyone who is dated down in looks and social skills by a huge order of magnitude.
I did not.
So it'd be like you found out that I dated a girl who was like hideously ugly, right? Or you dated some guy who was just like totally socially awkward or weird. Like, I'd be like, oh, why would you date that person? It's a little weird, right? Yeah. Been married more than once. Red flag. I mean, that's
definitely a red flag.
I mean, I guess if you're in like your 60s,
yeah, if you're in your 20s,
20s or 30s, been married more than once, it's definitely a red flag. If you're in your 40s or 50s,
you know that thing that we discussed already, it's only a red flag for a girl. For a guy, it's like
what? Been married?
Yeah, more than once, and like kids after marriage. For a guy, it's not that bad if he can afford, help his family and like.
I just think it means you're jumping into things a little too quickly. You know?
I mean, everything can happen.
I mean,
especially
obviously,
if you have two husbands before and both of them cheated on you, it's like it's not your fault.
For sure. I mean, this one. Maybe it's been married more than twice. Would be a better one, right? Maybe this is a little too harsh. But
it can happen.
Obviously, it depends on the age too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one, red flag. Quickly falls in love repeatedly.
Repeatedly?
Yeah. Like every time you talk to them, they're falling in love with a new person.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. These people they're not actually in love. They're in lust.
Maybe they're doing Molly every day.
Probably.
I was like, I don't understand why. How can you?
All right, next red flag. Girls who obsessively talk about their corporate job.
What
corporate job is like you work at like a bank or you work
so annoying. Like,
you
I don't
work
want to
for
hear
like a
about
big
this.
law firm.
I don't want to hear
and
about
she just
that.
wants to talk about this. It's so fucking annoying. Like,
yeah, no.
Shut up. No one cares about your dumbass corporate job. Like oh my God, I dated so many women like that in New York City. It was so annoying. They started talking about like,
We're against violence.
Yeah. But oh my God, it was like, they always worked at Toilet and Douche, Deloitte and Touche. Other big like accounting firms or law firms. They just love to talk about that shit. So, anyways, end rant. That's a red flag. Anyone who's that angry about, like me, I'm a red flag. So, next one, argues or becomes the loudest person in the room when a subject she is not a master in comes up. Understand?
When she speaks about something that she doesn't know.
But she gets really angry and becomes like obsessed about it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's annoying. Girls who hate to cook and only like to eat out.
No. Red flag.
For sure, red flag.
No, like sometimes like I have a mood that like 1 month I cook like every day 3 times per day, and 1 month I'm sick of it and I want to go to the restaurant. But like girls who just hate cook is trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They only want to eat out. It's dicey. How are you going to have a relationship with someone who only wants to eat out?
And they'll gain so much weight. Can you imagine? It's like it's so not healthy in all those restaurants, even in the healthy ones. Still.
All right, this one's definitely going to piss some people off. Red flag, girls who love horror movies. You love horror movies, don't you?
I don't really. I loved horror movies when I was like 14.
Okay.
I would watch them whole day long. Now I only love serial killers, murder mystery documentaries.
Okay.
I don't watch horror.
I thought you loved them, but you don't really watch them.
I don't. I only like that one Get Out, but it was like so professional. I think
girls who love horror movies, I don't know, they could something's maybe loose. These screws are loose. I mean, it's okay to like the occasional horror movie, of course, but it's like you're obsessed with horror movies. I don't know, you got some.
But what's the difference? Like I'm obsessed with the real stories. I'm obsessed with
you're obsessed
documentaries.
With fairness and legality and understanding that stuff. It's like deeper things, right? Horror movies are typically like
they're stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of them. But
they're just trying to get like an emotional response. I think that's probably getting down to the real issue.
The problem,
like they just want to feel scared. They just want to feel like, right? It's not like these are deep. Like horror movies are typically like very low budget, very cheap to make.
Yeah, but there are a few of them that are really good, and they're worth to watch them. But it's like a few.
Okay. Next one. Girls who think cleaning, laundry, and other domesticated chores are beneath them.
Who cleans their panties for them?
I don't know. Laundry or maids or that's some.
She makes so much money to pay for it.
Of course, that's why it's a red flag, right? Yeah,
I mean,
you should be able to do your own.
If she's a rich
chores.
bitch and she's like can afford a cleaner, then yes. But if she can't, she like who will clean it for her? I don't understand.
All right, next one: bottle service girls. Kind of like
strippers.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, these girls just know how to work. It's dangerous to date. They know how to work it.
And the thing that they just like work at night.
Yeah.
Like the way
they probably hate to go out and party because they're
there every day.
They're there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Waitresses at strip clubs. Again, same reason.
I've never been to to strip club. I don't know.
Well, waitress she doesn't work at the strip club as a stripper, but she's a waitress, right?
I mean, if it's a poor student girl who needs to pay for her apartments and she can't find anything else, and there are good money, she's not a stripper. She's a waiter. I mean, I've never been. I didn't see who are those girls, but it can be just a student.
Next one, girls who work at tanning salons.
What's wrong with the girls in tanning salons? This is insane. Girls who work in the coffee shops.
No, tanning salons specifically because they just work there because they want free tans typically. Like, why would you work at a tanning salon?
Because you like beauty industry. It's the same. Why would you work in nails? You want free nails. Why do you work in the hair salon? Because you want to have free haircut?
I mean, but how much tanning do you need?
Look, better to have tanning, fake tanning, than like be
That's
under
true.
sun and get the radiation on your body.
All right.
I think it's a healthier way.
I think we're almost to 50 and you still don't have any of these, right?
No.
Have you had one red flag yet? Go me.
I can be loud, but I never loud about the topic that
You don't know.
I'm only loud if I'm sure.
I think there was like 1.5 red flag, but pretty good. 0 out of 40 something so far. Next one, red flag. Girls.
You had already 5, and we don't even discuss
Which
boys.
Whatever. Girls. If she has a tramp stamp. A tramp stamp is a tattoo on her lower back, right above her ass.
Oh. And first,
Usually,
I don't like any tattoos, and I would never put them. But maybe it's because I'm a model. For me, it's totally red flag. But
I think whoever wrote this one was like, if they have a tramp stamp, they're a tramp, right?
what is tramp?
Tramp's a slut.
No?
No?
I mean, maybe you were like 16 and you put it because you were stupid, and now like you.
Red flag.
I mean, you cannot judge people for their teenager years, but I don't like it's. Yeah, I don't like it, but I wouldn't judge much.
Okay.
On that one.
Next red flag. Girls who love lifted trucks, dirt
Oh
biking.
my God, it's you.
Dirt.
Red
Wait,
flag.
no. I'm a guy. I'm allowed to like that stuff.
No, but
I
it's
used
a red
to like
flag.
it. Hold on, let me finish it. Girls who love lifted trucks, dirt biking, and other white trash activities.
So bad. I don't even like guys
So
who
judgy.
like leaf trucks. It's so ugly.
I had the sickest lifted truck.
So
Just gotta say it like that too. I had a cool lifted truck as a high schooler, right? Now I would never buy a lifted truck. I like to ride dirt bikes and I like off-roading and stuff, but like I don't love it. That's the difference. You can like it, you just can't love it to get on this list for red flag.
Yeah, that's weird. And that girl probably drinks beer.
For sure.
For sure.
All right. If she has friends who are super fat, foul-mouthed chicks, she's an undercover white trash.
Usually, like,
You know what I mean? Foul mouth. It's like her friend. If she has a friend who's like fat and really loud and swearing all the time, it's like, why would you be friends with that person?
no, I know. Like, I had like a few acquaintances. They had like super. I can say that someone is ugly, but like not the same level like girlfriend. Just on purpose to make all people like her.
Yeah, but was this girl extremely obnoxious?
No, she was really nice. And she
Okay,
would bring on parties that other girl, and obviously that everyone likes her, not her girlfriend. And it's like she was doing this on purpose. But it's a trouble if you need to like have like not so beautiful friend to like get the attention. I think it's also red flag. But
Yeah, that would probably be a little bit of a red flag.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe they're friends for forever. But it's like if she only goes out with a girl who's significantly
she did.
uglier.
Yes, it's weird.
She's trying to just feel extra good or something. Red flag. Girls who use douchebag as a salutation. Like, hey, what up, douchebag?
If someone will tell me this, I would not speak to that person. That's bad.
I know a few girls that say stuff like that. It's just like kind of like the foul mouth one. Red flag. Botox under 30.
Oh, it's a total red flag. When I see girls, that's like, sometimes I see girls and I think, oh my God, she looks like so good for being probably like 32. She looks amazing. And after I find out that they're like my age, they're like 24,
If you do a lot of, plastic work or filler, that sort of stuff, you end up looking old really quickly.
Yeah.
So if she's under 30, she's already doing Botox. She's going to look pretty bad in her
Really
40s
soon,
and
yeah.
50s. So
Oh, yeah.
huge red flag. All right, this one, here we go. Red flag, virgins who will take it in the ass and still claim to be a virgin.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I knew girls like that, and I was like, what? Okay.
Like, you are not a virgin.
It's
You know?
anal sex. It's not just
Right.
anal.
Exactly. Next one. If her father is uber wealthy,
Uber?
like ultra wealthy.
Uber? Like a taxi?
Well, Uber.
It's like, what?
Uber means like exceptionally like awesome. It's like uber wealthy means exceptionally wealthy. Ultra wealthy is another way to say it. Like if her dad is like he's a billionaire, right?
No, she can't date because her dad is a billionaire.
No, that's a red flag.
She's a red flag.
Well, I mean,
Why is
good
she-
luck living up to, you know, if you're also not like a billionaire, you're listening to this podcast and you're dating. I mean, listen, if you're dating a girl who's I mean, that's good. I mean,
it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean that dad is like insane and he's bad and he will judge you. He doesn't care. He wants his daughter be happy.
The point is, she might be extremely like, you know, accustomed to a certain lifestyle that maybe you can't provide.
I mean, yeah, it happens, but if you can, why is it the problem?
It's just a red flag. It's like if she's extremely wealthy, yeah, it could be a problem down the road.
I mean,
right?
obviously, if you make 5,000 per month and she spends like 50 per month, that
Right.
you just can't maintain the same lifestyle. But like, if you can,
Right.
it's not the red flag.
All right, you're gonna love this one. They have or love Pitbulls.
Oh my god, it's bad.
Huge red flag. Like, if you're gonna get a dog and you're a girl and you get a freaking Pitbull, you're just asking.
Killer dog.
You're asking for a lawsuit. Any killer dog,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like any dog who can kill you or can kill it. Like, I mean, some dogs obviously can. You know, like you have a husky, right? And I have a German Shepherd mix, right? But he's not like a killer German Shepherd. Some German Shepherds can be very, you know, aggressive, but Wiley is not that, right? And Texas is like the biggest lover ever.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you get like a pit bull, it's so dicey. You know, it's like, why would you get a dog that's such a huge liability? Usually you've got all sorts of other sort of issues going on. All right, next one. Girls who hang out with seedy characters, like drug dealers, that sort of thing. But I mean, that's kind of a dumb generic one. Of course, she hangs out with seedy characters. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Girls who are obsessed with a particular type of man in uniform. Like if she's obsessed with firefighters or if she's obsessed with policemen.
Why she cannot?
I mean,
Like she obsessed with policemen. She wants to date a policeman. Why is it a problem?
if you're not a policeman, you're dating a girl who's obsessed with a fireman and you're not, who is obsessed with a man in uniform, but you're not that guy. Red flag.
Yeah, then it's weird.
Right? Girls who don't have Instagram. Huge red flag.
She probably has one that she doesn't give.
Exactly.
I mean, I know some girls but it's more girls like 35 plus. Some of them, they're just like too busy to have it, and they have some maybe like Twitter or like Facebook or something. And like some girls are not like social in the way they don't want to post about their life. And some girls have like boring
It's just so
life.
normal to have one. It's like if you don't have one, it's kind of a red flag. So, next one, red flag. Girls who refuse to drink protein shakes. That's kind of ridiculous.
Ridiculous. It's like
I mean, but why would you refuse
girls
to drink a
who
protein
refuse eat sushi. Girls who refuse wear sandals. Girls who refuse. I don't know.
shake? I mean, if you're not willing to eat a protein shake, it's like, I don't know.
If you don't want a protein shake,
Like you will never drink a protein shake.
who cares? Who put it there? It's such a stupid idiot who likes protein shakes put it there. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like,
that
I
made the list.
hate cinnamon. I refuse eat cinnamon. And
That's
what?
different. That's
red
different.
flag. Maria's red flag. She
No.
doesn't eat cinnamon.
The cinnamon's different. I think the point is like a protein shake is like something to eat, you know, before or after a workout, and it's like I will eat that only
She doesn't want.
All right.
She doesn't want. She wants
I
to
agree.
be
That's
skinny.
a
She
stupid
doesn't
one.
want extra protein.
All right. Next red flag. Girls who post nondescript, condescending bullshit like, sometime you just don't know who your real friends are.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
That's a pretty good one. Like if they're posting that shit on social media, it's like, why would you post that? It's so lame. All right. Girls who have their Instagram or Facebook profile pic on a yacht.
She's rich because.
No, like a bikini yacht, like a boats and hose.
Okay, if my dad has a yacht, then I love.
It's only your profile picture. You can have a photo of yourself on a yacht in your Instagram. It's just your profile.
I don't have
photo.
any picture on the yacht.
I know, but I'm saying if a girl's profile photo is in a bikini on a yacht, that's her profile photo. That's a little dicey. That's kind of a red flag.
It depends what is her lifestyle. If
she's obviously looking for attention.
I mean, if the girl likes how do they call this sport when you're like sailing,
swimming,
sailing.
Yeah.
If the girl is just a
not
sailor,
that sort of yacht. That's a sailboat, not a. I'm talking about a yacht, like like she's looking hot. It's her profile picture. Her main photo is like her posing in a bikini on a yacht. It's a red flag.
Maybe the guy wants a really hot girl.
Yeah, but if you're only going for hot, that's a problem, right? Like you should find a girl who's hot and cool and has a good head on her shoulders.
But if he doesn't want her to have a long relationship, he just wants to have.
That's exactly what I said. If you're just trying to fuck, these don't matter. Okay. It's a red flag for marriage, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, it's weird, but
it's a red flag.
What is her lifestyle is.
Yeah, and if her lifestyle is her constantly being on yachts.
She's super rich and her parents.
I'm not talking about
yachts.
that. I'm talking about the girl who's like a sugar baby.
No, it's bad.
Obviously. Yeah. A girl who's super rich, where her parents own yachts, would never have her profile photo of her in a bikini on a yacht. Right? Ever. She would be very classy and, it just wouldn't happen.
Okay.
All right. Next red flag. Girls who have at least 4 different colors in their hair.
4?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Right? Like multiple colors, right? It's like they're probably have a few screws loose in their head. Next red flag. Girls who wear juicy couture sweatsuits that say juicy on the ass.
Say juicy?
You ever seen this?
No.
They're out of style. So, this list is a little bit old. So, all right.
I don't think you will find anyone.
This one's hilarious. Red flag. Girls who are from Barcelona who speak perfect English, but when asked where she is from, says Barcelona. You think that's a red flag?
I think in Barcelona they pronounce Barcelona.
They say Barcelona, right? But if she speaks perfect English, right, and you ask her where she's from, and she says Barcelona.
When you ask my name, I don't say Maria as you say in America. I say Maria as you say in Ukraine.
But that's your name. That's different.
No, but it's the same. Like in America, you pronounce my name. All of you say always Maria.
You say Maria.
I say Maria. When
okay.
people ask my name, I say Maria. It's because it's how my name sounds. And after you say Maria, but they never say Maria.
It would be like a girl from Paris. She's in America, right? And you ask her, and she speaks perfect English, and you ask, where are you from? And she goes, Paris.
I don't think it's cute.
Yeah, I think it's a red flag.
You're so bad.
Barcelona.
Come on, man. Like, you have so many red flags, and they did marry you.
All right. Next one. Red flag. Girls who ask how many other girls you're dating on date number 2. Too early to ask.
I would never ask.
Of course.
This question. Just like, how many girls are you dating? It's weird.
It's weird. There was another one like that earlier. Next red flag. Girls who date younger guys. I don't think I've ever met a normal girl that dated like significantly younger guys. It's weird, right?
Girl who dates younger guys?
Yeah.
Wow. She's sugar mommy.
I mean, that's a red flag. If you start dating a girl and you found out she dated a ton of younger guys.
My friend, I know. She's like 35. She dates like 17 years old.
Okay. But what if she started dating a guy who was like 40? Do you think that wouldn't be a red flag for him? I think it'd be a red flag.
Like, I think love doesn't have age.
Well, this isn't girls who date older guys. That's like, if
Maybe you can date whatever age you want. If
we
it's
have a 17-year age difference, right?
If it's
I'm
legal,
older.
if it's
course.
legal, you can date any age you want, and I don't think it's a red flag.
Okay. Next one. Girls who always talk about what they want to do, but they never follow through with anything.
Oh, I hate that kind of people.
Yeah, that's annoying. Next red flag. Girls who literally drink while they drive.
Drink alcohol?
Yeah.
I've never seen something like this.
Girls who casually mention previous domestic abuse instances on a first date. Definitely a red flag. If you're talking to a girl who's talking about domestic abuse on a first date.
I think you're becoming an abuser here. The person being abused and just want to share her experience.
So these are now getting ridiculous, but these are kind of funny. Girls who move to Vegas ever for any reason.
Who wrote this list? I think we waste our time on this list because there
there were some good ones. Let's see.
I have zero trust to the person who say that girls who doesn't like sushi is a red flag.
I mean, some of them are ridiculous. I agree, but some are good. That's why I'm asking you for your opinion. Girls who can't look in a mirror without doing a duck face.
It wasn't like 2012, man.
Yeah. All right. Drives like a man. Bobs and
You
weaves
think everyone
aggressively.
is doing this right now? Really? Have you seen a person like that?
Some of these were written a long time ago. Red flag. She drives like a man. Extremely aggressive. Leans back and drives with one arm. That's definitely a red flag. You see a girl driving like that. This is super masculine.
If she's a masculine girl, you can change it.
All right. Red flag. Girls who talk about big dicks, aka size queens. If you don't have a big dick, that's a red flag. Next red flag. Girls who think porn is gross and refuse to watch it.
I agree. It's gross.
Yeah, but you've watched it before.
Yeah,
you
but
don't
I never
refuse to
liked
watch
it. Yeah, I don't refuse, but I never liked it.
I mean, you watched it sometimes, so.
I know, but
You never refuse to watch it.
Yeah, but it's not like I will ever watch it, like, because it's a fight with your mental health.
Yeah, I mean, if you consistently watch it, for sure.
Yeah, like, I mean, I can watch it like once a year.
Girl who has porn bookmarked on her computer.
Porn?
Bookmarked. Like she has a tab saved of porn on her computer.
That's weird.
That's a red flag.
You have two red flags. If she doesn't watch, she's red flag. If she really watches, a red flag. It's like, doesn't make any sense.
I mean, that's life, right? If you're like on the outlier situation, it's probably a red flag. Next red flag. Girl who doesn't like having her pussy licked.
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, she probably has some, big time sort of sexual issues and she should see a therapist because who doesn't like that, right? Like, not judging. It's just a red flag. It's an insecurity, right?
I don't think it's a red flag. It's insecurity and you won't enjoy full sexual life with that person. But I can call it red flag. It's weird.
All right, these next ones are not really red flags, but they're just like funny. So, girls who are obsessed with country music, girls with short hair are crazy, and girls who shave their head are beyond Looney Tunes.
And also girls who shave their hair and they donate it to the cancer kids who lose their hair.
That's different. That's totally different. Like she shaved her head because I don't know.
Because she donated it to the.
That's different. Yeah.
But what is not different? It's just like everything I say is different. No, there are.
I told you that's not a red flag. It's just silly. It's just silly. Okay. Next one. This is funny because I just did this. If they use quote fingers to make points, they probably suck.
I agree. You do this all the time.
I'm a red flag. Oh my God.
Do I do this?
No.
I think I copy sometimes.
I mean, sometimes you have to do it. I do it when I'm on video because it's like,
No, but
I don't
you
do it in real life.
you do this all the time. The thing.
Not in like a
If
normal conversation.
And someone did this just, like really rare to describe something when you really need those, then yes.
I feel like that's me.
You do this all the time.
I don't think so. I'm a red flag. Red flag, if you're not a stoner and you start dating a girl who's a huge stoner, likes weed, you're going to have issues. Like, it doesn't really mix well.
No, yeah, or both of you need to smoke weed, or both of you shouldn't smoke weed.
Exactly.
It's the same with the drugs. It's like one of you are doing cocaine and one of you are not. It's just not the way. Or like, I don't drink and he drinks is also.
Yeah, but I drink
He's
how
a
often?
red flag.
I was a walking red flag, but so that's the red flag list. There's a lot of other completely ridiculous ones that I didn't list on here. But overall, what did you think of that list? You really, I don't think you have any. So can you pat me on the back? Found a girl with no red flags. Thank you very much. I hadn't gone through this in years, so.
You need to update it and remove the sushi one.
So if you happen to be dating a girl with a lot of those red flags, you should probably get in touch with me. We should talk about it because marrying the wrong girl is really costly. Luckily, I haven't done that. And I've worked with many clients who have, and they've told me how costly it is. So beware of red flags. And until next time, thanks, baby. Great commentary there.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you're new to the show and digging our content, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you listen or watch. But if you're not really digging it, go ahead, just don't leave us any review at all. That'd be great. If you're feeling a little bit stuck or you just want to optimize and step up your game, we've opened up a few spots in our Inner Confidence community. We're accepting applications if you want to join our select group of men and experience the radical power of accountability, cross everything off your sexual bucket list, and just become a beast who gets more stuff done. To learn more and apply, go to start.innerconfidence.com.